Everybody in this world makes mistakes. Some repeat it again, some learn from their mistakes, and some keep repeating it again and again and again till they do the last mistake of forgetting to breathe. That's the end. Today I'm going to talk about things which I learned from my own mistakes. Hi guys, this is Kishore and you are watching Kishore Vlogs. Number 1. Nothing is permanent. I started my career, my own business at the age of 19. I did really well. I worked really hard. Within few years, I started earning a lot of money. I became rich. I purchased land. I built a house. I got a car. I had everything what I wanted. One fine day, there was an income tax rate in my business. I was not aware that I need to pay my taxes. This was 30 years back. I was told to file my returns. I was penalized for not paying the tax. And from then, I started paying tax. I appointed a chartered accountant and was regularly filing my returns. I had a car, the best possible car those days, Ambassador, petrol engine, 1978 model, fitted with a Matador diesel engine, tinted glass, bucket seats, platform gears, because Ambassador by default had this kind of gears. I changed that to platform gears, Pioneer steering, Super King AC, all those things. I used to travel from Trivandrum to Alleppey to have lunch with my friends. Had money. Spend more than 1,000, 2,000 rupees for a lunch 25 years back. 30 years back I started, 25 years back. So this was going on. I was rich. I was living a very lavish lifestyle. Then reached a situation when I didn't have 7 rupees, Indian rupees 7, to have a lunch. Nothing is permanent. My life changed. I'll tell you the story of how my life changed, how I went down. That's a different story that would come in future points. That's what I realized, that nothing is permanent. My wealth or everything went off. So I learned a lesson that nothing is permanent. You will be seeing your real friends when you are in real deep trouble, deep shit. When you are into deep shit, nobody would be there. Only the people or the friends who are real friends would be there with you. I had none. Before that, I used to have so many friends coming with me for lunch, car, and all those things. But when I was in deep trouble, nobody was there. Even they didn't want to talk to me. They were scared that I may ask them for help or they will have to help me back because I had helped them a lot. So you would know your real friends only when you are in deep trouble. Never take loans to pay interest for your loans. As a businessman, I used to invest in new projects, invest into business. I used to take loans, make good profit, return the money back on short-term loans. I used to do real estate, vehicle business. So I needed money. I had people who would lend me money by just giving them a phone call. They used to give me money. But when my businesses started failing, I was in a situation when I was not able to pay back the loans on time and I had to pay heavy interest. And I was even not having money to pay this interest. So I used to take loans again and again. And this was looking like a never-ending process. This was the main reason for me to fail as a businessman in my first innings. So never take loans to pay interest of your existing loans. That's very important. It's a lesson which I have learned from my life experience. Don't get into any long-term liabilities. It can be like taking a LIC policy, which is like you have to pay over a period of next 20 years, or you get into some recurring investments which would be for a long term, or it could be a loan. Whatever it is, you should have proper backup plans for your current income. You would be taking these loans or getting into investments as per your current income. Now what happens, suppose you lose your job or your business fails? You should definitely have a backup plan. What happened to me was I kept investing into policies, LICs, and whoever asked me to take a LIC policy or come up with some chit schemes and all those things, I used to join it because I had income and I thought this income is permanent, it's going to come all the time, I am settled for my lifetime. That was the biggest mistake I did. When I was in deep trouble, I was not able to pay these recurring installments or the premiums. I thought of, okay, now let's close those accounts or LIC or some insurance or these recurring deposits. I'll take the money back and try to pay my loans or clear my debts. When I approached them, LIC, they say that no interest. I told, okay, Baba, I don't need interest, give me my money back. I didn't get even 50% of what I paid to them over a period of time. Forget about interest. When you close a policy or an investment prematurely, you lose a lot of money. I'm not blaming them. It was my mistake that I didn't have proper planning. It's my mistake. So now, whenever I get into a long-term investment, first of all, nowadays I don't get into long-term investments. Even if I have the ones which I already have, I have a backup plan. Suppose today my job is over or I stop working, I do have a plan to pay those premiums. That's very important. You should have a proper backup plan for all your commitments or future payments or EMIs or premiums. That's very important, or you lose a lot. Long-term growths are more stronger or always stronger than sudden spikes. Or suppose you get a good order or your business is growing with a spike, that is something you need to be worried about. You should be scared. If you are getting something which you feel you don't deserve, then you should be worried. I'm talking about my second innings. I came to Maldives. I got a job here. I joined a private limited company in healthcare sector, which has a employee strength of 12. And I was a marketing executive, entry level job. My salaries were hardly enough to take care of my monthly basic requirements, not like those PAN card days. To be very frank, my income was like 2 days expenses during my PAN card days. So anyway, I started off. I was a person who thought that I want to do something different. I never wanted to be part of a crowd. I wanted to always be standing in a different place alone, like a leader. I knew that I can do that. Anyway, I got a job in Maldives. I started working. I put all my effort. The job was of great potential. Even though my salary was very low, I took the job. The growth potential was very high. Only thing was I had to work really hard. I had to explore better way to grow my company. I always thought of growing my company first and then I grow. That was my inner thought, and that was how I took it. After 1 year, I got a promotion, some increment, some growth in business. After another 2 years, again, good growth for me. I was in a manager level. To cut short, a lot of hard work was done. I put in my best efforts. I built a really good team. Today, I head that company with more than 150 employees and is one of the top companies in its industries in the country. So, to be very open or to cut short, we need to work really hard. There are no shortcut for success. We may be demotivated, or we will see lots of barrier to go ahead, to move ahead. But if we are putting really hard work, it takes time. You will see lots of hurdles in your life. I have seen a lot. I've gone through a lot of trouble. And now it's 17 years I'm working in Maldives. And to be very frank, I have done a lot in these years. And over my last 30 years of working experience and my career. So I've learned these things from my own mistakes. I analyzed all these things and I make sure that I don't do these mistakes again. So hope this video is informative for you, inspiring for you people. I definitely want to do things which could help others also. I have a few questions for you. How do you define success? Many people say that I am successful this, I am successful that. Anyway, how do you define success? What have you done as an individual to this world? What's your contribution to this world? Did you contribute anything from your side? These are the things which you should ask yourself periodically. Hope you like this video. Please shout your comments, thoughts, feedbacks. I would love to hear that, and I would even love to answer to your questions also. So bye for now. I'll be coming up with yet another video. You can send me some ideas. What would you want to listen from my side? I would definitely want to share my experiences which could be helpful for others. I have a lot of experiences which I feel that I should share with others, motivate others. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.